Hey everybody, it's Mike Freer here with On-Call Compliance Solutions, and I'm back with another compliance tip of the week. Today we're talking about 180 days to complete your POAM. Well, what happened to reasonable? So hey, if you're a defense contractor who's feeling overwhelmed, tired, and alone, trying to understand all of this DFARS, NIST SP 800-171, and CMMC compliance stuff, on top of an already colossal workload, if you feel like you're drowning in the hundreds of pages of confusing legalese and hard to understand techno mumbo jumbo, or even if you just need help connecting the dots for the leaders in your company between getting compliant and how it can lead to growth and higher profits, well, I've got great news. You found your home here at On-Call Compliance Solutions, where we can help you transform into your company's on-call compliance hero. So let's jump into it. So if you've ever read the NIST SP 800-171 assessment guide, I know it's incredibly exciting and usually best relegated to a bathroom. But it's very exciting reading material. There's actually a clause in there that explains that when it comes to temporary deficiencies within your plan of action with milestone, you have to fix them within a quote-unquote reasonable amount of time. Okay. Here's the actual verbiage, just for reference. There is no standard duration. Again, you can find this, I think it's paragraph H, right in the NIST SP 800-171 assessment guide. There is no standard duration for which a temporary deficiency may be active. It is what is reasonable, which would take into consideration the availability of the solution, the cost, and time to implement, the overall risk, and whether any mitigations are applied in the interim. Generally, deficiencies should be resolved as soon as is reasonably possible. So that's the exact verbiage. Okay, so obviously with language like that, you've got all the time in the world. Hey, here's a hint, right? Except you kind of have to know that the DoD isn't quite going to let that fly forever, okay? Again, reasonable is up to the assessor, not you. So we're now several years into the rollout of DFARS 7012 and the whole NIST SP 800-171 compliance mandate for defense contractors. And with next year's CMMC certification rollout, one of the many big changes that will come is the elimination of this indefinite but reasonable period within which you have to fix your POAM items and temporary deficiencies. Instead, we've gotten word from the Cyber AB that government contract language and CMMC rules will state that once you have been awarded a contract or performing work on a contract requiring compliance, you will have 180 days from the point of contract award to verify and attest to being fully compliant with NIST SP 800-171. What does it mean? Well, ultimately, it's the next step in the government turning the screws on defense contractors like you and forcing them into compliance. Some of the first screws actually came in 2019 when contractors were forced to submit their system security plan scores into the SPRS system. When that became a legal mandate, it became much harder for anyone to just check the box. Now, if you don't know what the SPRS system is and you're a defense contractor trying to figure this out, it's probably time to call us. But basically, the SPRS system is the DoD's vendor risk management system. Okay, so in other words, they want you to put a score in about how secure you are into their risk management system. That's kind of the nuts and bolts of it. So clearly the next logical step for the government is to actually force defense contractors just like you to get this stuff fixed and clean up your act. You know, quit dragging your feet, kicking the can down the road. No more delays, can't cry foul. Well, anyway, you get what I'm saying. It's got to get done eventually. So if you've been putting off that big Office 365 GCC high migration, I know you have, don't worry, we can help. Go to, what is it? gcchighmigration.com. That's a great web name. Try it out, gcchighmigration.com. Quit delaying the implementation of multi-user factor authentication. We all know multi-factor authentication is frankly not that easy to deal with. It's kind of a nightmare, but you got to have it, right? It's really kind of the ultimate insecurity we have right now. Or even just haven't quite rolled out that mandatory CUI training yet with your people, this is your time to get into action. And if all of this stuff seems really overwhelming, again, feel free to contact us. We can help with all this. So if the reason you are behind is because you lack the resources or know how to make sure you're doing it in the most efficient and best way possible, well, the good news is, well, you got us. I'm right here on YouTube. Boom. And hey, by the way, if you haven't subscribed lately, or if you've never subscribed, you're one of like the 60,000 people in the last month that watched our videos but didn't subscribe, boom, hit the subscribe button. We're putting stuff like this out almost every day, and it's going to be a tremendous way for you to walk the walk with us and get a lot of help. Okay, nobody puts out content like this. So again, hit that subscribe button. It's a huge help, and that's about the best you're going to get, right? No, seriously, we've helped hundreds of defense contractors actually get this done and complete their POAMs so that they can be fully compliant without the temporary deficiencies. So hey, here at On Call, we take defense contractors who have had this DFARS, NIST, CMMC, ITAR, and EAR information security compliance stuff dropped in their laps like a seagull on a sunny day, and we teach you how to level up and be a proper on-call compliance hero for your company, eliminating gaps, gray areas, and getting this solved, all while showing you how to leverage compliance as your secret weapon to land more defense work with higher profit margins. Now that's what becoming an on-call compliance hero can do for you. If you're looking for help with getting compliant, our compliance experts are always on call for you. Visit CMMCComplianceSecrets.com, that's CMMCComplianceSecrets.com, or check out the bio below for links to get help right now. There you can find more information about how we can help, self-schedule time at your convenience with one of our compliance experts through any form on the website, and learn more about our completely done-for-you services that can have you on your way to being compliant in just 2 to 3 days. So if you've been watching my YouTube videos for a lot more than 2 to 3 days and you haven't called us yet, this is your cue. We could make this a lot easier on you. If you love the content we're putting out here for you, help us out with a big thumbs up on that like button, or even better, smash the subscribe button to get that latest compliance content as soon as our compliance nerds roll it out. Until the next compliance tip, my friends, stay safe and secure out there. Hit us in the comments below to let us know what you'd like to know more about when it comes to information security and compliance, and I'll see you on the next one, where hopefully you'll be subscribed.